As Rizzo reads on, the tone of Rose's diary takes a much darker turn. In May '94, Carolyn disappeared for several days. She returned with 2 gunshot wounds. She said they were a punishment by Avery for blowing her part of an important investigation. Rizzo wonders, what kind of man would do this?
Carol would show up at work with things on her arms and her legs, and by things we're talking about bruises and scrapes and cuts. And initially, Carolyn told Rose Turford and others that she hurt herself while she was working doing landscaping. Eventually, she said that she was being forced into some sort of servitude by a person by the name of Avery.
Rose records increasingly painful punishments inflicted on Carolyn. Suddenly, Rose herself comes to the attention of the mysterious Mr. Avery. He sent me a note at that time outlining that if I wanted to help Carolyn, it was okay, as long as I kept him and his identity secret. I had no intention of getting Carolyn in more trouble by going to the police. I understood we had to play by Avery's rules. Rizzo is now looking for a third person linked to the crimes. He needs to question Rose and Carolyn to find out more about the obviously dangerous Orlando Avery. But 3 weeks after the women are released on bail, Rose and Carolyn fail to appear for their weekly meetings with Nancy Smith.
I first called Carolyn's house, and I was informed by her parents that they didn't know where she was. So I turned around and called Rose's family. And I'm told the same thing.
The women have vanished. The bond company needs Nancy Smith to find them, and fast.
Well, I'm working for somebody that's going to lose $500,000 for each of 2 people. And that's not petty cash.
And the police are about to discover they have a completely different kind of investigation on their hands. Rose Turford and Carolyn Stevens are wanted for a series